In this video, we will be deriving three equations of motion with the help of graphical method. So let's begin with the first equation of motion. We know that first equation of motion is V is equals to U plus AT. For deriving this equation of motion, we need to have velocity time graph with us. So I am drawing velocity time graph here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and we take this as origin O. Now we'll consider a body moving with the initial velocity u. Suppose this is at point A and its initial velocity is u. The body accelerates A and have taken time t to reach the final velocity v. Now we mark these points as B and this is as C. Now we join A to T so that this will become a rectangle. Now here we see BC, line BC is a combination of two line segments, BD and BC. So first we take BC is equals to BD plus DC. In this we are having value of BC with us and that is V, our final velocity. So in place of BC we put V is equals to, we are not having any value for BD, BD की value नहीं है हमारे पास, तो हम BD को BD रखेंगे and then the value of DC. Now we know this is our rectangle, OADC is our rectangle. If this is U, our initial velocity, in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. So AO is equals to DC. So this is also U. So we put U. Reason, because DC is equals to OA is equals to U, opposite sides of a rectangle. Now we need to find out the value BD. So for finding out, suppose this equation as 1. Now for finding the value of BD, what we need to do? We need to take triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, ABD triangle में हम क्या देखेंगे कि AB जो मेरा slope है, AB slope, इसकी जो मेरी वैल्यू निकलेगी वो कैसे निकलेगी? BD upon AD. BD upon AD, that is perpendicular upon base. Now if we put the value of this AB, what I get? AB is my acceleration and the value that I have taken is A. So here I will put A for acceleration is equals to BD, because we need to find out the value of BD. We take BD over here upon, now OC is equals to AD, again same reason, opposite sides of a rectangle. So if this is T, this is also T. So AD की वैल्यू कितनी आ गई? T. Now here we are dividing T with BD. So when it goes to left hand side, what it will get? Multiplied. So it will become AT is equals to BD. Take it as 2. Now we got the value of BD, that is 80. We need to put this value in first. V is equals to BD plus U. This was our first equation. Put BD is equals to AT in 1. After putting the value, V is equals to AT plus U and V is equals to U plus AT. By rearranging it, we get the first equation of motion. Now we'll derive our second equation of motion and we know that is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. In this also we need to have velocity time graph and we are having velocity time graph over here. This is our velocity and this is time. Now in this we need to calculate the distance. Distance is S. So distance traveled. Now in this figure my distance traveled is, starting from origin, my distance traveled is OABC. कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करेगा वो? the path traveled by the body. So OABC is my total distance traveled. Now if I see this figure carefully, what I will see, this figure constitute two figures. One is a rectangle and the second one is triangle. So जो मेरा distance traveled बनेगा वो दोनों के areas का combination बनेगा. So for this, area of rectangle कौन सा rectangle? OADC. We add the area of triangle ADB. Area of triangle ADB. Now my distance traveled is S. In symbolic form we take S, small s. Area of rectangle OADC. Now we know area of rectangle, formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth. My length of this rectangle is OC and my breadth is CD. So length into breadth will be OC into CD plus area of triangle ADB. Now we know the formula for area of triangle is half into base into height. Half into, what is my base? AD and my height BD. Now we just need to put the values in this and we'll get our equation. S is equals to, my OC is T. What's my OC? My OC is, the value for OC is T into CD is U plus half into my AD is T and BD. You remember we find the value for BD in our first equation of motion and that is AT. Now when I solve this, U into T, UT plus half A into T into T, A into T into T, AT square. So this is my second equation of motion. We'll derive the third equation of motion, and we know our third equation of motion is 2as is equals to v square minus u square. So for this we need to have velocity time graph again, and in this equation also on left hand side we are having distance. So for distance again we will take distance traveled by a body is OABC. Now here सेकेंड इक्वेशन में तो हमने दो पार्ट्स में इसको बांटा था, लेकिन अगर हम इस फिगर को दो पार्ट्स में नहीं बांटते तो अगर हम इस फिगर को ध्यान से देखें, व्हाट आई एम हैविंग ट्रेपीजियम विद मी. प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ट्रेपीजियम इज वन पेयर पैरेलल साइड्स, अदर पेयर नॉन पैरेलल साइड्स. So we are having OA and BC as parallel sides, whereas OC and AB as non-parallel sides. For derivation of this, in this distance traveled OABC, we'll use the formula for area of trapezium, that is OABC. Now we know the formula for area of trapezium OABC, and that is half into sum of parallel sides into height. So S is equals to half into, what will be my sum of parallel sides? My parallel sides are OA and BC, so their sum will be OA plus BC into, what is my height? Now अगर इस ट्रेपीजियम को ऐसे रखें पैरेलल साइड्स ऊपर और नीचे, तो my height is OC. Now after putting the values, what I'll get, S is equals to half, what I'll get, S is equals to half into, my value for OA is U plus the value for BC is V plus V, and my OC is T. So I have got this. We assume this equation as first equation. Now अगर हम इस इक्वेशन को ध्यान से देखें, हमारी थर्ड इक्वेशन को, दैट इज 2as इज इक्वल्स टू वी स्क्वायर माइनस यू स्क्वायर, हम इस इक्वेशन में देखेंगे हमारे पास t की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. सो व्हाट विल डू, वी नीड टू एलिमिनेट दिस t. t को एलिमिनेट करने के लिए हमें t की वैल्यू लगानी है. t की वैल्यू हमारे पास कहाँ आएगी? फ्रॉम फर्स्ट इक्वेशन. फर्स्ट इक्वेशन क्या आती है हमारी? v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस ए टी. सो अगर मैं अब इसमें से t की वैल्यू निकालूं, v, u इधर प्लस है, इधर आके माइनस हो गया, a उधर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, इधर आके डिवाइड हो गया. दिस विल बी माय वैल्यू ऑफ t, दैट इज v माइनस u ओवर में a. नाउ वी पुट t, वैल्यू ऑफ t इन 1. फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में ये वाली जो हमारी इक्वेशन थी, इसमें हम इस वैल्यू को पुट कर देंगे. So my equation will become s is equals to half into u plus v, and t की वैल्यू लगेगी तो वो हो जाएगा v minus u over में a. Now s is equals to half, we'll solve this. a इधर लोअर डिनोमिनेटर में है, तो यहाँ वो 2 के साथ जब मल्टीप्लाई होंगे डिनोमिनेटर्स, I'll get 2a, और ये सारे आपस में मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएंगे 1 into u plus v into v minus u. प्लस वाले को टर्म्स जो होती हैं हम उनको अरेंज कर सकते हैं. नेगेटिव को हम एज इट इज रखेंगे. s इज इक्वल्स टू 1/2a, सो दिस विल बिकम v प्लस u, v माइनस u. नाउ यू रिमेंबर इन मैथमेटिक्स यू हैव लर्नड अबाउट एन आइडेंटिटी दैट सेज a स्क्वायर माइनस b स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू a प्लस b, a माइनस b. सो a प्लस b, a माइनस b. Here we can apply the identity. So this will become 1 upon 2a v square minus u square. Why? Because we have used an identity a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. After applying the identity, what we have to do? 2a इधर divide हो रहा है, उधर जाके multiply. So this will become 2as is equals to, when 1 multiplied by v square minus u square, we'll get the term v square minus u square, and you will see this is my third equation of motion, and hence we derived all the 3 equations of motion in this video. Hope you will all learn it well and write down.